What's good, YouTube? It's B Coos back up on the scene with another video, man. And basically, today we got how to never fumble again, man. Now, look, a lot of y'all be fumbling and all that, but before we get into it, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that. Just help boost the video. You feel me? Boost the algorithm, all that. Be much appreciated. But basically, first thing y'all gotta do, man, is realize that not every fumble is a fumble. And what I mean by that is basically y'all be saying y'all fumble in a situation when y'all just aren't even at the same place. You gotta realize that there's different type of females. So not everybody is going to rock with you. Like, if you a nice type of dude and you looking for a genuine girl, and then you end up talking to some girl who be like hoeing and clubbing or partying and all that, you know what I'm saying? Then that's just not a fit for you. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta realize that some people just not gonna match you. But at the end of the day, not everything is a fumble. But basically, the second thing you need to stop doing, right? The main thing that I feel like causes it is that when people get too desperate, one thing about it is that people be way too desperate. They be like, y'all be saying yes to everything these girls be saying. Y'all don't be having no input of your own. And at the end of the day, that's just not, that's kind of like that's not a masculine thing to do. Like, you got to learn that when you get too desperate, like, the way they view you is just completely different. Like, if you saying yes to everything, you know what I'm saying, you don't even agree with it, or if you just trying too hard, now when I say trying too hard, I don't mean like putting forth the effort. If you looking for a girl and you see somebody as like girlfriend material and you putting forth effort, that's gonna get you far. You know what I'm saying? But when I say trying too hard, it's like, I'm talking like, you just, like, with certain females is what I'm saying. Like, the regular high school female is, when you trying too hard or whatever it is, most of them not even gonna rock with that just because of where their mind's at. Because for them, when you bending over backwards, even as a guy, you shouldn't even be bending over backwards. You gotta have your stuff, and then you gotta manage that other part of your life. But you shouldn't be bending over backwards into whatever you're doing just at any time to accommodate for a female. That's just like, and some may even say they want that out of a guy, where they're just always down to drop whatever they got going on. But a lot of times they be saying that they don't even really mean it. Like, you gotta have what you're doing, because at the end of the day, what you're doing separates you from other guys in their head. If you're doing better and you gotta continue to do better, or they're gonna lose interest. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one-on-one, you feel me? Yeah, that's like basic. But yeah, y'all can't be too desperate. Y'all can't be, like, taking so much time away from what you got going on to be doing this, because at the end of the day, you got to stay on top of your game. And not even just to keep a female. I'm just saying, like, as a dude, a lot of y'all got to stay on top of your game. You can't let a female knock you off your game. And if you do start putting a female ahead of that, then y'all better be talking about some serious marriage or something. Like, and you better make sure that's, like, they down the rock, like, that's a good female or whatever it is. But even then, you gotta still, like, you gotta manage it, bro. You gotta make sure you still keeping up with what you're doing, because in any stage with a female, you start dropping what you gotta do. It's just, one, is not good for you, and two, is not good for that, because that's really what attracts females to guys when they're on top of their stuff. You don't often see females going after some. Well, I mean, obviously there's exceptions, but generally females will not go for somebody who's just not doing anything at all. Like, but there's definitely exceptions to, just because females get desperate too. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? So whatever the situation, there's exceptions. Sometimes they'll go for somebody who might genuinely not be doing anything. But the majority of the time, if you're doing, this is what my dad always told me: you chase money, you won't have to worry about chasing girls. You chase girls, then nothing falls apart. You feel me? Chase money and you'll have it all. You know, or chase your goals. Be on top of what you need to do, and everything else will fall into place just like that. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, another thing is, you feel me? Y'all be too boring. Like y'all don't switch stuff up. Y'all, or a lot of y'all just be trying to sit at home all day. You feel me? FaceTiming a girl or whatever. Y'all don't set up no links. Y'all don't set up no, like, or sometimes you even worse. You're not even doing FaceTime. You just trying to text this girl. You boring her to death. You know what I'm saying? No links, no nothing. Eventually, they're going to lose interest because you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything fun. Like, you just being boring. Like, if you are the type of person that needs to stay in the house all day, you need to understand that a lot of females don't like that. So you staying in the house all day and doing all that, it's gonna be hard for you to find those type of females if you just trying to text all the time. Like, what even is that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta one, be trying to set up links. Like, you could give it like a day. You feel me? Give it a day, like, where past just small talk, or even in the first day of texting this person, whatever the situation is, I would say that you should be trying to set something, or hinting at setting something up at least, or like saying, working towards it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all gotta get. That's one thing y'all gotta do. Y'all can't be boring in terms of that. Like, set up links, you know, in a reasonable time of meeting the person, and also make sure it depends on the type of person, but try to FaceTime. Like, if they're that type of person and you got time for that, you know what I'm saying? If they rock with FaceTime, because a lot of girls don't even rock with FaceTiming. But if that's the situation, you want to be trying to FaceTime, but like, because texting isn't really that important. Like, texting is really, it's like, yeah, it's cool when you texting all the time, but most of the stuff you gonna like want to talk to them about is gonna be in person. Like, in person is it's just better, or at least on FaceTime. Like, you know, I say you don't gotta FaceTime them every day, but like, you know what I'm saying? Try within the first 2 days of having a number, like, you should be trying to either link or FaceTime, or you should at least have FaceTimed, or really both. Really both is where you feel me, that's what you're gonna want to be at. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Switch it up. Add some voice notes when you texting. Texting be getting boring. You won't be doing voice notes or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Add some voice notes in. You know what I'm saying? And stop following people. Y'all be following people like basic stuff. Y'all be trying to look at, oh yeah, they got a script. Like, when you follow other people, you're not separating yourself from nobody because you're doing what somebody else doing. You know what I'm saying? Learn to fail too. Like, y'all gotta learn to just be yourself, and then you'll learn as you go along. Like, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to fail to learn. At the end, like, everybody's gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have those where you feel like you fumbled and whatnot. But and that's all cool, because at the end of the day, you're gonna learn, and then the next person you meet, like, you gonna know not to do whatever you was doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so just be at the end of the day, just be yourself, bro, and just see how it goes. And then when you fail, you gotta learn from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, you're gonna be perfected once you already moved on a few times. You know, you already fumbled a few times. You know how to bag it. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid of failing. Like, approaching a female, like, there's multiple pretty females. Like, I'll see online, like, it's not just that one person, bro. Like, y'all need to stop thinking that it's just one person and you got to get that person. No, bro. It's like, learn to fail with one, whether that's getting rejected, whether you just fumble or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Learn to fail, and yeah, just move on, bro. Learn what to do, what not to do. That's how you learn. But another thing, kind of tying into what I was saying earlier, is that, bro, y'all don't realize how important like just confident, like, just masculinity in general is. Like, and I'm not talking about no red pill, like, none of that. I'm not talking about none of that. What I'm saying is just, if you're gonna be talking to a female, you can't be all wishy-washy. You gotta stand on your boundaries. You know, you can't be letting them run over no type of boundaries. Like, this is kind of what I was saying in my last video. You know what I'm saying? Know who you are, know your boundaries, and stand on them, because you can't let anybody, especially female, like, you can't let females just run over no type of boundaries. Like, you gotta have that set, because each time you do that, I promise you, in their head, whether they say nah, it's cool, or not, nah, it's cool if, or yeah, you want to try on this eyeliner, whatever it is. If you really let them try on that eyeliner, they really gonna be like, dang, this dude really just trying on some eyeliner. I don't know if I like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're telling you, so don't believe what they're saying, bro. But either way, I'm saying in general, as a dude, you can't let people go over your boundaries. You gotta have your boundaries, know them, and you gotta stand on them. Like, and it's not helping you with females either. It's just lowering it each time you go back on your word, or go back on what you should be standing on, or, you know, don't do something, or you just let them do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? So in that type of aspect, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a little sick. That's why I might sound a little muffly, you know. My nose is a little runny. But other than that, see what else I got wrote, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much it though. Like, you know, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that. You know, help the video out. Great for the algorithm, all that. And yeah, I will catch you.